Chicago's had some inconsistent results, but then they get a win against a good team like Philadelphia. Just what have you seen from them this season?
Yeah, I think they've been very consistent with the formation they've played. 4-2-3-1. They have good players, talented players. Shaqiri, Shabelko, Mueller now. Bears, they got some good young players as well. Duran that can come in, that brings a different profile. Jimenez, Navarro, in their back four, they're pretty good defensively. They create a lot of chances. You know, I think they've been a little bit unlucky at times in terms of not turning those chances into goals and not turning, you know, goals into wins. We've analyzed them. We know what we need to do. Obviously, there's certain things that you have to take away and be careful with. Shaqiri, very dangerous on the ball, good final passer. Shabelko in the box. They want to press. They want to play out. You know, so style of play wise, we've analyzed what we need to be aware of, and you know, I think it's a game for us. You know, can we continue our positive mentality on the road? We've been one of the best road teams in the league this year. We've taken results 7 out of 9 games on the road, 2 wins and 5 draws. So can we continue now that form on the road at Chicago?
When you all were pursuing Cucho and you kind of lined up how many games you would have left, him getting in here, do you feel like you're hitting kind of that stride where you wanted to be with this group as now he's joining the fold and you got half a season left?
Yeah, even when we made the signing, we knew we were going to have to manage games without him, and I think we managed those games really well. You know, we knew it was going to be a difficult stretch with a lot of road games, you know, without him. And I think we were flexible. I think we had a good mentality. I think our organization, you know, in game planning fit the game and the team we were playing, and that's why we've been 5 games unbeaten and on a really good, you know, run. The last 3 and 9, we took 5 points with 2 of those on the road. We now have another 3 and 9 with Cucho being available, but obviously working back to full fitness from an off season. So, but we are getting healthier. We do have more options, which will help us this week. And we're going to do just what we did the last 3 and 9. We're going to take it a game at a time. We'll have a tentative plan on rotation. We will put out a plan that we think fits that game. We'll put out a system that we feel fits that game. And I think you've seen it. We've thrown some wrinkles in. So the teams that have to game plan for us have to be aware of multiple formations and multiple personnel decisions.
Yeah. How close is Artur to returning?
He's 2 to 3 weeks away still. You know, it's an injury where it's hard to really have a timeline because it's more about pain tolerance.
Okay.
He's still having a little bit of pain. He did a little more on the pitch today, but you know, there's going to be some days where he feels better than others, and you know, it might be 2 steps forward, 1 step back type of rhythm. So
Gotcha.
Realistically, 2 weeks,
Yeah.
maybe less, maybe more.
You've been waiting for Cucho to arrive. He's here for a week now. What's it been like to have him on the pitch? How have you seen him kind of integrate with the rest of the group?
Yeah, really good. He's got a nice energy about him. He's always got a smile on his face. He loves football. You know, I like that personality in him. You know, he kind of lights up a room, and he has fun when he plays. You can tell. He enjoys his football, and I think he's excited to now be into the group. And he's been in training now, you know, a week, 3-4 days full out, really. So people just need to understand that, you know, he is available, but he's a week into preseason. So realistically, where is he at? You know, we have to be smart. We've got 3 games. You know, I think you'll see him in the game for sure, but it's probably no more than 20 to 30 minutes max. Max. because we want those 20 minutes to be at a high level, not trying to get through it. And then we have another game Wednesday, right? So can we progress them to a few more? And then obviously Cincinnati, a few more. It's going to be kind of a slow, steady drip of minutes for him.
Just based on that small sample size, what's been kind of his work with the rest of the attackers? I mean, are you seeing quick chemistry develop, specifically with Lucas, but really with all the guys that would play with him up there?
Yeah, what we've tried to do is prepare for the next game, obviously, and he's not going to be starting these next several games. He's not ready for that. So we want to prepare the team that's playing the next game, but we've also worked him in with Lucas as well, so that they start to get a chemistry, and we've put him in situations where he can learn his teammates, and that's important, for any player to get to know their teammates, get to know their tendencies, get to know, how they like things, how they move, how they, combine with each other, connect with each other. So we've tried to, organize him in our model of play, so he understands kind of our formation options, our style, but also our adjustments. So he gets to know that, but also put him in situations where he can just play and get to know his teammates, and for him to get, fit and in form by just playing.
I don't want to make this all about him, but obviously he's a big deal for you guys. Do you feel like, you guys traded Giassi, you've given Miguel, you've given Eric looks. Do you feel like this is kind of where this season has sort of built towards a little bit, and now, I don't want to say the clock starts, but now the results really have to start coming once he's integrated and full go? And you've talked about, you like the defense, you like the build-up, you like the midfield. Now you have your striker that you've talked about. So is now when it has to all kind of come together, or when he's in the games regularly, I guess?
I always feel like when you hit the mid-season, you want to trend up. You don't want to be peaking at mid-season. So no, we don't need to be at our best right now. That'd be too early. At the end of the day, I think the signing, a little bit us using our depth, grinding, figuring out how to grind to get results in different ways has really helped us be prepared for mid-season on. When we hit the last 10 games, we're now that stretch run when you want to peak. But yeah, we're slightly below the points we want to be at, but trending up, which is good. I really like where our defending is at. Our team defending is right now proving to be a real strength. I think defensively we're one of the best teams in the league. There's no doubt about it. We've shown that. I think our mentality, home and away, we've shown, that we have a good mentality. Our tactical flexibility. We need to score more goals, and I feel like if we get that going, which we will, some of that's continue to get comfortable in the different formations we're playing, but also the personnel with Cucho, and some of that will come with personnel and training, but also I think a lot of it's just continuing to do what we're doing, because I thought last game we created quite a few chances. I think it was 15-4 in shots. I think we had like a 1.81 expected goals on target. They had a 0.15. So, we score a goal. I think last game was a pretty good balanced performance, and it'll get even better for sure. But let's continue to make defending a strength, our mentality, our flexibility, and we'll get goals.
Just the last thing, you talked about before the season that gritty, you guys are going to grind out some results. You've obviously done that on the road. What is maybe the biggest 2 or 3 things that are different this year that you're able to get those results? And obviously health has helped a little bit, but even at some points you haven't been as healthy, and you've gotten results.
Pretty injured.
Yeah. But what has been the biggest difference in your mind that has gotten these results on the road in comparison to last year when that just wasn't
I think it's hunger, it's mentality, it's depth. Our depth is better because we've if you look at the RSL game,
right,
we've never been more thin since I've been here in that game, and we still find a way to go on the road and get a result. Kansas City, backs against the wall, we find a way to get a result. Atlanta, we find a way to get a result. And we've done it with different guys and different plans and different formations. So I think the depth, the mentality, the locker room, and our tactical flexibility. And once you get in a rhythm of that and you get results doing that, you build confidence doing that, and I think that's going to really bode well for us in the second half of the year. Because I think we can throw a wrinkle in, and that's going to be important. Throw those wrinkles, and our guys are comfortable in that. And they're confident in that, adjusting, and we've got a lot of guys that I think we can rotate in as well, and we don't miss a beat this year. And it is a very strong locker room.
You said hopefully 20 to 30 minutes max for Cucho, and people need to temper their expectations. So from your perspective, what are you going to be looking for? What are your expectations, not just from Cucho, but from the team once he gets out there? From coach perspective, what are you going to be hoping to see and looking to see?
I mean, I'm looking to see a result in the game. That's really all I'm looking for, which means to get a result, you need good performances across the board. We've been getting good performances individually and collectively. Like I said, I think we're still mid-season, just scratching the surface of the team we can be. That's exciting, the potential we have. I think, again, trending up. Everybody's trending up individually and collectively. The chemistry, and our understanding, and all the things that you need to see to be a championship caliber team. A team that's not just making the playoffs, but can make a run. With Cucho specifically, I'm just looking for him to come to the game and be himself and play at his highest level for 20 minutes. Both sides of the ball, that's it. He needs to come into the game if we're winning and do what it takes to win, not just go and play on an island, So that's really important. People just have to understand it's going to take time for him to get fit. It's the biggest thing. Don't worry about the football. The soccer's there, but it's going to take time for him to get fit. And in this game, you have to be fit to play well, to cover ground, to do the things that he does well.
Thanks, Caleb. Appreciate the time.
Great.